What you doing, Tim? Hey, just listen to me, okay? You're gonna be under arrest, okay? It's not a joke, okay? That's why we're geared up, okay?
A couple of weeks ago, I got the letter. There was a letter sent to the chief's office, okay? And it had information related to an inappropriate relationship with a 14-year-old.
Texting. Which I ran in 18 days.
Imagine being a police officer for 30 years, 18 days away from retirement, when all of a sudden you are caught by the law. This has become reality for the officer in this video. There was a letter sent to the police department regarding the cop days away from retirement, claiming that he was texting a minor inappropriately. Allegedly, hundreds of messages between them. How will he react to the news of being arrested?
When you take a left and go through this door, there's two bathrooms. But we'll have to be quiet out
Fine. Let's see. What you doing, Tim? Hey, just listen to me, okay? You're gonna be under arrest, okay? It's not a joke, okay? That's why we're geared up, okay? We know you got a gun. I'd love to talk to you. I'm gonna explain everything to you, but we gotta take care of this right now, okay?
What's up?
So I'm gonna tell you, but we're gonna deal with this stuff right
Sure.
here, okay? All right.
Yeah.
Is it on a belt, like through the loop, so we can just take off your belt and it'll come
You
with
just
it?
take the gun out.
Okay, that's fine too. Anything else on you besides the knife? Any other guns, ankle holster, anything like that? Okay, I'm just gonna check you real quick.
Yeah.
And then what we'll do is we'll go upstairs. We're gonna visit with you, tell you all the ins and outs of it.
Okay.
And then if you want to talk to us, great. If you don't, we'll let you know from there. Okay, let me just check you real quick. Nothing else?
Nope.
Just keys right there, Tim. That's fine, that's fine. Right there. Okay. I don't want to handcuff you, to be honest with you.
That's fine.
Okay. Just stay cooperative. We're gonna make cooperative questions, answers, that type of deal, and we'll go from there.
Whatever we gotta do.
Okay, sounds good. What we're gonna do is go down this elevator. It'll put us right up on the second floor. We're right into the interview room. It's one. We're gonna minimize anybody seeing anything going on.
Okay.
We'll talk. We'll talk.
Yeah, I hope so. Oh, where?
Right here.
Take a look at the emotions on his face. He is absolutely losing it inside his mind. Let this be a lesson. Nobody has plot armor.
Let's go right through here. Just follow Jason. You can sit over there if you like. I'm just gonna sit right here.
This is where he begins getting questioned. Also known as the point in time he realizes his 30 years of hard work will be going down the drain.
Sit over there if you like. I'm just gonna sit right here. Take these all over. Sure, you.
Okay. Like I said, you're being arrested, okay? Basically, long story short, the charge is basically having sexual communication with a minor. That's what this is about, okay? Obviously, you know the process. I'm not going to change anything up just because of who you are, but obviously we've known each other for a long time, so it's not going to be comfortable for either of us, I wouldn't assume. Being under arrest, though, I got to read your rights.
Sure.
At the end of that, if you have any questions, feel free to ask. I know you know it, I just got to do it. Okay. Okay. I'm going to read it, and then I'll give you the opportunity to read it as well. Before we ask you any question, you must understand your rights under the Miranda decision. You have the right to remain silent. Understand that?
Sure. Yes.
Anything you say can and will be used against you in court of law. You understand that? You have the right to talk to a lawyer and have him present with you while you are being questioned. You understand that? If you cannot afford to hire a lawyer, one will be appointed to represent you before any questioning if you wish one. If you do decide to make a statement, you may stop at any time. Understand that? Do you understand each of these rights I've explained to you?
I do.
And then having these rights in mind, you wish to talk to me now.
You ask questions, and I may or may not, but I think I know what it's about, but
Okay.
you go ahead.
And that's the deal. Obviously, I'll ask questions, and if you answer them, that's fine. You can stop at any time, that type of deal.
Sure, I
So,
understand.
as long as we're clear on that, I've got a few questions. Obviously, we have one side of the story, and that's why we need to talk to you.
Sure, I understand.
So having these rights in mind, you wish to talk to me now.
Yeah, I want to know, I'm being charged with what?
It's basically, I can read it to you.
Can we read that? Just this?
Yeah. It's
I'd like to read the report or the statement or something.
Well, obviously, the report's not completely done. The probable cause will be public record, so you'll have access to that.
Yeah.
So,
But before I talk to you, I want to see what allegations have been made.
Well, the allegations probably explanatory in the charge that's listed. It's facilitating, encouraging, offering, or soliciting sexual conduct or engaging in sexual communication with a minor or a person believed to be a minor. That is the state statute.
Okay, go ahead.
okay. So having these rights in mind, do you wish to talk to me?
Let's see. Yeah, go ahead. You can ask questions.
This form right here, it's just stating you understand, signature right here, and I'll sign below you.
Each passing second, it only looks worse for this officer. Unfortunately for him, running away is not an option. His dreams of retirement look to be out of sight. All of his hard work may amount to nothing.
Probably a couple of weeks ago, I got the letter. There was a letter sent to the chief's office. Okay, and it had information related to an inappropriate relationship with a 14-year-old.
Texting.
And so, obviously, our job, the letter had some information in it that pretty much directed it to you.
Right, yeah.
Based on circumstances, the letter, what the information in the letter, everything, we could rule out everybody but you, based on the information in the letter, how it was worded, how it was written,
Well, I won't
and so
read the letter.
forth.
Yeah.
And so we started working on the case, and we were able to gather some
How
information.
long ago?
This would have been last summer, so it's been a minute.
Okay, go ahead.
And so, one, I would ask you, do you know what we're talking about when we talk about?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
So tell us what are we doing? Why would somebody be writing this letter?
Was it my sister,
Could have been.
Miller, Sherry Miller,
Could have been.
or it was Jim Morches? One of the two.
And who? Sherry is?
My sister
Okay, and Jim?
is, he's the father of,
Okay,
mhm.
okay. And so that's what the deal is. I will tell you, we've talked to a lot of people, you know, and that's why we're kind of here today.
This is totally a surprise to me.
I believe you.
Yeah, I mean,
I believe you.
it's crazy.
But why would we get this information? Why would we get this letter? Why are their concerns valid?
Here's where I'm at right now. If I tell you my story without incriminating me, am I gonna walk out here today?
Well, you've been arrested.
Yeah, I understand that.
Yeah.
So I have to be booked in and all that other stuff. Yeah. So why should I carry on? Maybe I should just get an attorney. Is it gonna help me to talk to you?
So here's what, obviously my job,
Mhm.
and you know, I've been doing it a long time. And
You
you know,
had, so there's nothing been filed with the DA yet? Okay, all right.
And so, obviously, my job is obviously to grab as much information as possible and present it to the people that make the ultimate decision of whether formal charges would be filed.
Right, but regardless of what is done here today, I will end up in jail. So I don't know why I should talk to you without an attorney.
It's up to you.
I don't see that would help me any.
And it's your world, right?
Well, I
It's-
understand that, but
It's
I-
your decisions, what you think is best, what's not best. If you think this is not right,
It's not
or
right.
if it's not accurate,
It's not.
it's curious to me why people are gunning for you with this type of information, that's all.
There is no escape for this child predator cop. He theorizes this was done out of revenge by his sister.
I just don't know why we talked and she understood the situation and she just was pissed off. My sister, I guess I just really pissed her off.
Well, we're talking, what, 7 months later?
Mm-hmm, I know. So she reported this 7 months ago.
I just got the information, what, the week before last?
So where did you get the information?
A letter came to the chief's office
From?
from an anonymous.
Just recently?
Mhm.
Wow.
Mid-March. So, yeah, if we, based on what we know, we're talking August, September of last year.
Mhm. Mhm. Have you read any text? Have you seen any of the text that was written?
Well.
Back and forth?
Is that gonna help you?
I think it will. Yeah.
Between you,
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
well, we've talked,
Mm-hmm. And she lied, probably, made something up.
why would she lie?
I don't know, but why am I here?
Well, because of the information that came out so far.
Well, what came out is not probably accurate, but I don't know that I need to talk to you guys anymore.
That's okay.
Yeah, all right, let's do what we need to do. I'll post bail and hopefully post bail and go home.
Yeah. What do you have in your pockets? I just soon put everything up here and then we'll go down. This is your phone?
Mhm.
Is this a department issue? Or
No, that's mine.
We're gonna take that, okay? The thing about that, you wanna give us consent to look in your phone? Okay, we're gonna get a search warrant.
Sure.
It's okay, and we
Mhm.
totally get it. I'm not saying anything negative towards you. I mean, you have your rights. And we're gonna do things by the book, but we're gonna get a search warrant for your phone. And then we'll just keep trying to gather information. We're keeping an open mind on everything, but obviously the information we gathered thus far is enough to,
Written life.
you're not telling us anything we haven't talked about a million times. Like I said, this is
And I'm
not.
retiring in 18 days. And there's a possibility I could lose my retirement.
And although we hear you, that ultimately isn't what we base our decisions on.
All of this information being thrown at him is enough to ruin his retirement plans and his life. Imagine throwing away your whole life because you wanted to text someone under 18. Pure stupidity.
Like I said, you want to talk to a lawyer, I'm going to tell you this. When you get out, you get a lawyer, and you think it's beneficial to come back and talk.
For sure,
Come back and
I'll
talk
talk
to
to the attorney first.
Yeah, and then come back and talk to me. Again, you know, doing this work, and I've been doing it a long time, the more information I have, the better decisions we make. And so, without saying anything else, we've already done that, but I just want you to know.
I really do want to tell you, it's my story or what happened, but I'm not sure that that's going to benefit me right now.
And it may not.
Yeah, because I'm still.
I don't know what that is.
I'm still going to get booked in.
Yeah. But that's why I open it up. After this process, if you think that's important to you and you need counsel here, more power to you, Tim. I swear to goodness, that's fine. It's not intimidating to me, right? And let's sit down and visit about it, you know, because I've still got some time. We've still got some work to do, and we're going to try to do the best we can on it. That's all. I just want you to understand that. And part of visiting with you is part of that. So definitely keep it open. Talk to your attorney. Holler at me and we can visit. Like today, we're going to be, to be honest with you, as discreet as possible. Okay.
Can I bond out it from here?
I don't know that. I don't know that. I don't know. I almost want to say no, but
We've done that before. It's been years.
on misdemeanor stuff, yeah, it's,
Well,
this is the felony charge. So, you want to take off, will your pants down without your belt? Okay, and we'll just put your belt up here. You don't have anything else on the outside of that? Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, my life is pretty much over here.
Well, you're being arrested and you're not convicted.
Well, I
So-
understand that, and I don't see that I'm going to get convicted.
And that's,
But it's the embarrassment,
well,
and,
like I said, it's tough for all of us. Tough for all of us.
It's kind of mind-boggling how good they treat this predator. If this was someone that wasn't an officer, shit would hit the fan. All predators deserve the same treatment. They should be treated like the trash human beings they are.
I'm gonna let you keep your bracelet on, keep your ring on, nothing else in your pockets, everything else. We're just gonna leave this here. We'll go down. All this will be your property. I think, I don't know administratively, the fobs and things like that. I don't know, Major Minor may snag those if you don't end up having your fobs to the station, things like that.
there-
Where is your fob?
It's right here.
This is
this
it?
is the card, fob card.
Okay, so this is it?
Mhm.
These are just some keys,
Or the keys to my motor.
your vehicle, all
And this
that,
is my vehicle.
all that's,
Mhm.
Yeah, to
Okay.
release the, if possible, release the keys to the vehicles or go to the motorhome rather than, I'm just thinking of what is, having to come back here and get your keys to your vehicle if we
do you want us to,
release the.
I think you're still married,
Yes,
Sandy?
yes,
Okay.
yeah.
Do you want us to release
She's
that?
aware of every bit of this.
Okay.
What my sister is, what she's accused me of, yeah.
Okay. Do you want us to give, does she need those keys of the car? or-
Well, yeah, well, she's got keys, but yes.
Well, we can get them out if we get to that point.
We only have one car,
Okay.
so,
And it's
That's
here.
what I was meaning.
Yeah.
It's like if you drove it here.
Yes.
And she doesn't have a car.
Yes.
Where she's at.
yes.
Where's she at now?
We're living in the Twin Fountain RV Resort on 63rd.
Okay.
How about that soccer fields over there?
There are some there, yeah.
Yeah.
That counts, the big energy practice fields or something. Okay. Okay. Any questions before we get out of here?
No, I just, you can get through the process, so I can,
I'm gonna give you my card, that'll have my number on it, just in case.
am I gonna have to run out the county?
I'm gonna find out for you. I'll find out for you.
Yeah.
And let you know.
Please. I know that, I'm pretty sure we've done this before. A lot of people out here, certain people like myself, so they wouldn't have to go together.
I'll check.
Okay.
All right, we'll leave this stuff here, and we're just gonna walk down what we'll do is go to this,
So you're gonna keep all this?
this stuff will be in your property. I don't know if we can keep that, I'll have to find out on this.
Well, that's fine. I'm worried about my wallet and my keys.
Yeah, well, we can actually take your wallet too.
Yeah, let's
Why don't
take
we
it
just
with us,
take it
and
with
then,
you?
if you want to
Take that with you.
give us permission to release it to your wife, then,
Take this belt with you.
Well,
especially if she needs to come back and get the vehicle.
well, yeah, she's gonna have to come back up here, but I don't know how she's gonna get here.
Well, we'll figure that out. But she's gonna where's your vehicle parked? It's
It's
outside,
in the
in the basement, so she's gonna have to have help.
Oh, yeah, she might be able to just walk in.
Yeah, but she can't just pick it up, so.
Yeah, I was thinking the side.
We'll figure it out.
Wow, this is crazy.
What we'll do, just so there's no question about anything, we're gonna go, out the same elevator we came in, go down to the basement and then across instead of walking all the way down these halls.
Sure.
And we'll go from there. Okay. All right.
So you're gonna do what with the keys?
Well, I don't know yet. I'm gonna take them with us, and they can put them in your property, and if we figure out a way to get them to Sandy and her to be able to pick up the car, we'll do that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
And this stuff,
So,
I'm just gonna, I don't know what I'm gonna do with it, but you can't, I know the county's not gonna take this if
Yes,
it,
it is.
don't put it in the car.
Damon has his firearm. Can we not just
Keep them together.
keep it all this together, maybe even to
how
include your
about
wife?
just throw this stuff in my car?
Well, that's what I was thinking too.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
okay, if you're good with that.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, absolutely.
Or we can do it around the way.
Yeah, we'll just do it.
So the keys will be where?
They're gonna be with you.
Okay.
In the property.
Yeah, until you say something else, you know, like if you want her to come up, but if she's got her own set, then, you know, she can make
We
arrangements.
just have to get her in.
She,
You gonna leave all your stuff in?
And just like that, the officer was taken into custody. Investigators discovered inappropriate messages through a Google Duo account. After all this, the charges were eventually dropped. If you wanted to punch the retired officer in the face, just wait till you see what this next officer does. On April 17, 2022, an Oklahoma City police officer named D'Angelo Reyes was on duty searching for a murder suspect when he found a woman and began speaking to her very unprofessionally.
What's your name?
My name?
I'm Eric. You're sexy. Is that unprofessional of me? I don't know. I'm sorry, but like,
I mean,
I'm just like, damn. You just chilling tonight? Okay. If I'm wandering around, where should I wander?
probably somewhere around the Studio Star.
At the Studio Star. Okay.
Reyes now asking the woman if she has a hotel room, taking it way too far.
Probably
Red?
red.
You got a room? Okay.
Just me and my dog Sally.
Oh, really? Okay.
This is where the body cam is officially off. Investigators say the woman gave out her phone number and he called her later in the day. He asked her if she was a prostitute and proceeded to run her information into the police department system. She also had a very bad criminal record. Reyes believed it wouldn't take much at all to get her back in prison. The woman also admitted to investigators she was scared Reyes would plant evidence and arrest her. She made a claim that Officer Reyes allegedly raped her using a condom. Reyes admitted they had sex, believing it was consensual. After 5 years of working with Tulsa police, he resigned. The next day, he was arrested and charged with first-degree rape. Absolutely disgusting acts by these officers. But predator cops aren't our only concern. There's also corrupt officers that roam the streets.
Protecting me, you're hurting me. What? You just assaulted me. Good.
Hey! Stop right now. Stop. Stop. Hey, stop. Hey,
Absolutely not.
Don't you
Relax.
Chill. Hey,
Sit down.
hey, don't push your hands on me though.
Sit down.
Hey, bust it up.
When those who are sworn to uphold the law get caught breaking it, there's a unique sense of justice that's hard to ignore. Just like this hero cop who arrested these two brothers playing their guitars.
You know what are you doing? You think the louder you yell, something's gonna change?
This cop messed up real bad. So bad that in fact all his juniors snitched on him. But that was nothing compared to the embarrassment he felt when higher authority cracked down on him. On August 15, 2019, two brothers attended the Feast of the Assumption Festival and were busking on the sides when they were asked by officers to leave the scene. They complied, but as soon as they were about to leave, they bumped into one scummy cop that decided to arrest them anyway.
Okay, he's not touching it.
You guys are.
You want to let go of your...
We're not touching it.
That's too tight.
Okay, let me undo it.
That's too tight.
Relax.
Let go.
That's too tight.
Let me undo it. Relax.
Hey, why are you guys touching?
Why are you touching us?
This is illegal.
It's illegal.
We didn't.
Touching us.
Calm down so they don't say that you're doing anything. Just calm down. You know that.
What are you doing? You think the louder you yell, something's gonna change? Why are you doing this?
Right.
Why are you doing this?
We're protecting you.
You're not protecting me. You're hurting me.
What?
The louder you yell,
You just
something's gonna
insulted me.
Good. You're hurting me.
Step back. Step back.
Yeah, you are. You got that too tight. It's too tight.
Doing.
Loosen it.
Let go of some of this shit. Let go of that stuff.
Loosen it.
Let go of some of this stuff.
Loosen the cuffs. Loosen the cuffs.
They will.
Yeah. Loosen the cuffs.
They will.
Loosen the cuffs. Loosen the cuffs.
Well, you're.
Loosen it.
There's nothing wrong. I guess you got computers in there.
Loosen the cuffs. Loosen the cuffs. Stop. What are you doing? Ow. What are you doing?
The brothers were unfairly arrested and escorted back to the police van. The officer in white, Captain Zuba, shoved one of the brothers out of spite.
Let it go. Dude, that's my phone. Let it go. We'll put it in your bag. Which bag is this? Being recorded.
Captain Zuba takes one of the brothers' phone. Keep this in mind because this will be important later on. The brothers were stuffed in the van and taken to jail and were set free 6 hours later. They got all their items back except for the phone Captain Zuba took. The brothers reported the theft and Internal Affairs visited them days later to discuss the matter.
Holder number 4, like 80% sure that's him. Sorry.
You can just sign it and write what percentage you believe that's and who do you think that is?
Captain Zuba.
Okay.
This is clearly Bush.
Okay, what percentage are you sure?
100%.
Okay. From here, we gather any facts we can. We're going to go to Little Italy to see if there's any surveillance footage there.
Okay.
Stuff like that. And we present the facts to a prosecutor, and the prosecutor will determine if the officers committed a crime or not.
This here is one of the bike I had that they returned that and the guitars, no problem.
Yeah, so I was going to say, aside from your cell phone, they gave you everything else back. Just your cell phone was not in your bag or nothing like that.
Yeah, I mean, I hate to be accusatory, but it was kind of wrong what happened, man. And I think they might have destroyed the cell phone because of the evidence of him assaulting me on it.
Almost all the deputies present at the scene told Internal Affairs that the captain told them to turn their body cams off. Only one officer's body cam was on, and that would come back to bite Zuba in the behind.
Did you have a WCS camera on that day?
I did have it with me, yes.
And why wasn't it activated during the incident?
Captain told us no cameras.
How come you didn't activate it?
I was told not to.
By who?
The captain.
Okay, and when did he tell you that?
The beginning, before we got dropped off.
Did you have your WCS on you at the time?
Did I have it on me or turned on?
On you.
On me, yes, I had it on me.
Did you turn it on?
No, I did not.
And why is that?
We were told initially from the captain not to turn them on, and then I was thinking we were off duty, so we didn't think we had to have them on.
Captain Zuba was going to face the worst embarrassment of his life.
And the officers who were in the area of these two individuals informed you that they had been placed under arrest. Is that still your
Yes, sir.
today?
Yes, sir.
And do you recall which officer or officers informed you that they had been under arrest at that point?
Bush.
Bush did that. And this is as the Workman brothers are approaching you The officers or someone behind him at that time, is that?
No, they're all surrounding him.
They're surrounding him when you first encountered him? And Officer Bush tells you that they're under arrest?
Yes, sir.
Did he say for what charges?
I don't recall that, and I do remember that they weren't in handcuffs.
Right. So, Officer Bush was interviewed by Sergeant Sheehan by the City of Cleveland Division of Police Internal Affairs Division, and during that interview, he stated that he had not placed them under arrest, nor cited them, and had no intentions of doing so. And it was his understanding that you ordered him to do so. Would that statement by Officer Bush be accurate?
No.
Okay. So his saying that to Officer Sheehan in this recorded interview, would he be mistaken in that or lying about that?
I would imagine he's just mistaken.
Oh, he wasn't mistaken, all right. Lying through his teeth wasn't going to help him, since Internal Affairs already interviewed all the other officers.
A violation of this church's rule, would that be a criminal offense?
As far as I understand, yes.
Because within the city of Cleveland, isn't it lawful to do the act they were doing? If had it not been for the church prohibition against that, would their actions be lawful?
As long as they weren't obstructing.
Right. So the permit that the church holds or held for that feast, did it detail the permit holder's right to curtail otherwise lawful activity by citizens?
That's beyond me.
Because my understanding from Sergeant Sheehan from the Internal Affairs that the church's permit only granted them two areas of authorization: to block the street and to encumber the sidewalks with certain displays.
Okay.
So, that being said, how could they control otherwise protected First Amendment speech and actions that per Section 657801 is permissible conduct within the city of Cleveland?
Zuba was trying to say that the church's authority overruled the Constitution, which was straight BS. The investigator gave him a law that shut Zuba up real fast.
Also, Captain D'Souza,
It says 4 o'clock.
did you, 4 o'clock, at any time, did you order any officers who were working this detail to not activate their WCS?
No.
You never ordered anyone to do that?
No. Tony Tomorrow had his on.
Right. He's the only one did, and he said the reason why he had his on, he wasn't assigned to that detail. He works, I guess, community policing that's already working in the Little Italy area. Is that correct? And so he's the only one who had his on. That's the only reason we got this.
No, there were
Except for the only other officers who had theirs on were the officers who transported them, who was Officer Turner and Love. And in their IA interviews, Patrol Officer Bush, Patrol Officer Anderson, Dominique Anderson, badge number 1753. Patrol Officer Scott Carey, badge number 2400. Patrol Officer Richard DeVelchio Jr., badge number 1278. Patrol Officer Lucina, Patrol Officer Wright, Patrol Officer Cody Dorner, badge number 269. They all stated in their IA interviews that you ordered them not to activate their WCS camera. In fact,
Zuba's face was turning red. He knew he was screwed. It was 7 testimonies against his 1. Were all of them liars?
It's a direct statement that they're saying the captain orders them not
every
to
last
turn it
one
on.
make that direct.
Not that somebody had said we're not turning our cameras
Every
on
last
during this
one.
event. So the captain would have had to go to each one of them and directly say, "Do not turn your camera
Some of them
on."
said it was said when they were getting off the bus, because I guess they rode a bus to this detail, and then
and who the captain
and then-
met them at the bus.
and I think it's Del Vecchio who says during the actual arrest he goes up to Captain DeZuba and said, should I have my WCS on during this? And Captain DeZuba said, no. Again, these are what these officers are saying in their interviews. Each and every one of them, to a man, all said, including Officer Bush, every officer said they were ordered by Captain DeZuba to cut off to not activate their WCS. Each and every one of them. And none of them had their WCS on.
Can he
And I asked
to
him, yeah, he'd already answered it. He said he didn't issue that order.
get off a bus?
And some said during this arrest, they were told, don't go on.
Okay. Did you ever tell them during the arrest, don't
So
turn
those
your
officers,
camera on?
again, those officers who made those statements during their IA interviews, they're mistaken or lying about you issuing that order?
I can't tell you why they said what they said. Well, I was standing next to, I believe, Kozar and Tomorrow. Tomorrow had his video on.
Right, he's the only one.
If I had said anything during the arrest, it would be on Tony's video.
Well-
If I said, don't turn your videos on, Tony would have shut his off. They could be saying whatever they want to
But
protect themselves.
I think Officer Tomorrow is saying he wasn't working that detail. Is that correct? He wasn't working that detail?
He was working for me.
He's working though for the city.
He's working for the city, right? But not
There.
detailed there.
There.
Well, he
Detailed
said that's
there.
his ordinary.
He's not working. He's not working part-time there. Some guys work secondary employment. Some guys work for the city.
None of this was secondary employment. All of this was working for the city, paid, and each officer
Right,
said
that
they
was
filled
a
out an
big
overtime card.
confusion.
They all
That's-
filled out an
okay.
overtime card. That's not a secondary employment issue.
Okay, but
Tony worked directly for me.
Here's what he's saying.
Right, but that's his regular thing. And so Officer Tomorrow, again, I'm not interjecting I'm saying what Officer Tomorrow is saying. He's saying he had his WCS on because he didn't come there with them.
I understand.
Part of this.
We agree. He had it on, and he's working for the city. They're all working for the city. The other ones don't have it on. But I agree with you. You're telling me he has his on because we know there's a camera footage.
The interview footage suddenly cuts off for unknown reasons. There's so much corruption going on that it's insane. The only officer whose body cam was on had a lot of interesting details to share, as well as some other officers.
Prior to this day, had you ever encountered these two guys?
I've never encountered them, but I've seen them around downtown before.
Okay. They always stand around and play their guitar? Is that what they do, or they just...
I've seen them on 4th Street playing their guitar.
Okay.
I was in the downtown unit.
Are they normally allowed to do that?
I'm not sure, but I imagine.
Okay. Did you witness Captain DeZuba, or let me start with this, did you witness either of the two guys trying to record Captain DeZuba on their cell phone?
I don't know if they were trying to record them. They had cell phones.
Okay. Did you see Captain DeZuba try to take the cell phone out of one of the guy's hands?
I think during the arrest, I took one of the cell phones out of the person's phone.
Okay, but you didn't witness Captain DeZuba ever? Because the complaint is that Captain DeZuba grabbed the guy's hand when he was trying to film him and twisted his arm.
No.
You didn't witness anything like that?
No.
Okay. The way how I translate your video is that you kind of were walking up after this initially started. Is that correct?
Yeah.
Okay. So in your video, you take Joseph Workman's cell phone out of his hand. That's the guy with the white T-shirt on.
Yeah, one of them.
And the video shows you handed to Captain DeZuba.
Yeah.
Did you see what happened afterwards?
No.
Okay, so did you see Captain DeZuba with the phone after you handed it to him?
No, because I think even while I was putting stuff in the van, my camera caught DeZuba and he didn't have it.
Okay.
So I don't know if he set it down somewhere.
And that's the next question. You don't know what he did with the phone after that? Okay. Do you know why these guys were arrested? Do you know what they were charged with?
No.
Okay. Were you present when they were issued a minor misdemeanor citation?
I think somebody was asking for a minor misdemeanor book.
Okay.
Or maybe as I was walking away or something.
But you weren't there. So after your camera goes off, you were out of there. You didn't return at all? You didn't have any? Okay. Did you see any other officers with their cell phone?
With the suspects?
Yeah, with that same cell phone that you took from the hand and handed to the Zuba. Have you heard anything about what happened to it by chance?
It's highly likely that Zuba stole that phone and destroyed it. It probably had even more severe incriminating evidence on him.
I only created a path to the van with
Okay.
guys.
Did you have a WCS camera on that day?
I did have it with me, yes.
And why wasn't it activated during the incident?
Normally, like, we never really used them at the feast. I've done it a few times, but also, Captain told us no cameras.
When did he say that?
Right around the time the gentlemen were being arrested, or prior to, right around there, people were like, no, everybody just kept saying no cameras. Like, Captain said no cameras. I got a no camera sign, so I didn't turn mine on. I didn't turn it on.
Okay. Do you know why he said that? Was there a reason? Or?
No, I didn't question it. Anytime somebody higher up says no camera, I turn it off.
Okay.
Or don't activate.
All right. For this incident, had you how many days did you work on the detail?
I think I worked almost every day. I think I worked every day.
Okay, and it was overtime?
Yeah, I turned in an overtime card.
Okay. Were you given the option of using your personal vehicle to park there and work, or was it meet at the district and...
We all met at the district, and then we got transported.
Do you know if officers had the option to take their personal vehicle?
I think a couple guys did drive. I don't recall, but I want to say a couple guys did drive though. I parked in the family lot.
And you don't know who gave them permission to do that?
No, I don't.
Okay. All right, I'm just gonna have you look at this. This is just a picture of your guys' property book, and the line's highlighted. Did you write that in the property book?
I did not.
Okay. Do you recognize that handwriting?
I do not.
Okay. When you put something in the property book, do you also enter it into LERMS and put a tag on it?
Yes, I do.
Okay. And do a property found sort of report?
Yeah, there would have been a report done when we turned it in.
Okay. Do you normally put multiple items on the same line?
No, sir.
You usually do individual lines?
There's an individual line for each item.
And if you thought that was scummy, these next officers were playing a game with their suspect, and the consequences included him being arrested.
So you better hide somewhere. Honestly, that's not right. But Jared, we're about to play a game of Manhunt. I'm going to give you a 20-minute head start, and if I see you again, you're going to jail. 1 Mississippi. 2, we won't walk away from you. 2 Mississippi. Get out here!
Get on the ground!
Go!
Cops like to play dirty when no one's looking, but karma has its way and they get caught eventually. Just like in this first case where a guardian angel was filming cops being cruel to a homeless man, and they didn't even realize it until it was too late. In August 2024, Caitlin was minding her own business in her apartment when she heard a commotion below her window. She took out her phone and started recording Manchester PD officers confronting a man.
Yeah, well, Gary, I might be taking you to jail right now. That's what I hear. Here, give me one reason why I should take you to jail. And you know who I'm going to see tomorrow? Hold on. How old are you? You don't care about see tomorrow? You don't care about it. Don't play your gift. Don't play the gift card. You don't. Because you'd much rather shoot up in a fucking alleyway than be a fucking parent. No, I wouldn't. No, you're not. Yes, I am. No, you're not. Gary, I'm not going to lie to you. You know how many times a day we pedestrian? You won't see me again. Oh, Gary, I swear to God. Jared, I guarantee I'll bet $100 on my paycheck. I'm going to see you tomorrow. You see me in the morning. Pick up that needle cap. I'm going to see you tomorrow. 3 o'clock tomorrow. See? 3 o'clock. I got to get my bags to my brother's house. Where's your brother? You are Chalkboard exclusive. What is it? I promise you. All right, what's the address of Sealand? It's 289 across the street. Yeah. Why are you talking to me? Oh, put it in the trash. Yeah, so someone else can get jacked while you're discussing the shit. It's not mine.
The officers seemed to know the man since they were addressing him by his name. The man seemed homeless and probably took a dump near the bins. But how these cops treated him next was just vile.
You love your kids, you wouldn't be awake for right now. Gary, Manchester ain't named. I know. You're not doing well here. So you should never come back. I'm not. You should go back to Rochester. I'm going to. Good. Go over that. You're going to get Laconian, you promise? Where's the needle capsules? Listen, I won't take you to jail if you can find me the needle capsules. Right there. Oh, Gary, right. Your foot, left foot, your foot. Right there. Nope. Hold the line. Fire. Oh, there we go. What? Sorry, I dropped by your hair. My fingers slipped. Gary. Shoelace Express down here. If I see you again tonight, you're being arrested. So you better hide somewhere. Honestly, that's not right. Jared, we're about to play a game of Manhunt. I'm going to give you a 20-minute head start, and if I see you again, you're going to jail.
Yes, you heard that right. The officers were playing a game of manhunt to arrest the poor guy. It's also important to note that none of the officers had their body cam on during the entire incident.
1 Mississippi. 2, we won't look. Away from you. 2 Mississippi. We're not going to look. 4, start counting. 5 Mississippi. Oh! 6
Mississippi. 2 Mississippi.
Say right or not, here we come. Right or not, here we come. Think about this for a second. Imagine. Is that unbelievable? Dude, well, he's like squatting in the alley. We're like, dude, no, we drive by and he goes, he goes.
As the officers were making fun of the man, one of the pigs looks up and catches Caitlin recording them. This is the exact moment he realized he was screwed.
You had to watch people take shits outside of your window every day. Imagine. Hey, folks. That'd be unbelievable. Sorry, someone was trying to poop on the side of your building.
It happens.
Yeah. We're just trying to get it to stop.
The counting was a little weird.
We were giving him a head start before we finally arrest them.
Yeah, but making it a game was kind of weird.
Eventually, word got to the chief about these heroes of the town, and an investigation started. Nothing came out of it, though. Officer Austin was given a 2-day suspension, while his buddy Officer Dominic had a whopping 4-day suspension. But at least they were caught, and now the public knows these scumbags by their names. However, what this next gang of cops did was even more horrible than the previous 3 stooges. October 28, 2018, Canton police were called to investigate a dog complaint. However, things took a turn for the worst because cops aren't trained how to de-escalate at all.
And what's the dog warden want with you?
He was like, man, I'm gonna shoot your dog. I don't care about what you're saying. And he told my kids, shut up and run in the house. And I seen the gun on him. I ain't seen no badge or nothing. He just was like, well.
Okay.
Yeah, like he was gonna reach for his gun and shoot.
Okay. Okay.
What?
All right, I'll go talk to him.
Listen, I didn't put no gun on nobody. I didn't threaten. Listen,
he's fine. He let me take his gun.
No, wait a minute. You can run my name.
I know. Yeah, no, you were fine. You let me take it.
I didn't come off the porch.
Nope. You were fine.
Look at the 911 call and listen what I'm saying. I told her that's my gun.
Yep.
My name is. I am legal. I know felonies, nothing. Run it right now. You ain't got to run it right now.
I'm just here because he was having a problem.
This guy right here, attitude was so.
What is he here for?
Shoot my dog.
What is he here for? Did we get past that? What are you here for?
This dog was over at that lady's house. Was writing a statement. Went after her and her little dog. She had to scoop her dog up.
Hey, ma'am. Hey, did me and you talk earlier?
Okay. And then what was your plan?
My plan was to write him a ticket, have him go out and get his dog license, and I would void the ticket.
Everybody was here. That
sounds easy.
That's the only thing he did?
He did not say that. Conversation when he threatened to shoot the dog, threatened to take the dog and everything before he even stated that.
So the macho cop here threatened to shoot the dog and obviously upset the man's kids. At this point, the kids came out to tell the truth to the supervisor, but this officer was about to escalate things unnecessarily.
So he said, well, you didn't have to put the dog in the house, the dog wouldn't bite you. And I said, well, I appreciate if you put the dog in the house. If not, if the dog comes after me when I go to my van,
that is a lie.
Shoot it if it comes after me.
That is a
shoot if it comes after you.
That is a lie.
You said
You're
if the
lying.
dog comes out and bites you, I'm gonna shoot you. You did not say if the dog comes to your mate, you was gonna shoot.
You're exactly right.
That's my dog. Don't you call my dog. Hey. Stop right now. Don't you call my dog. Stop. Stop. Hey, stop.
Absolutely not.
Don't you
relax. Chill.
Hey.
Sit down.
Hey, don't put your hands on me though.
Sit down. Sit down. Thank you. Sit down.
You can get a ticket, or you can go to
Sit down.
to the car.
Relax.
Let go of him.
What did I do?
Let go of him. Listen.
Relax.
You're under arrest.
Shane, come here.
What is he being detained for?
Relax. Relax.
What am I under arrest for?
Relax.
What? What am I under arrest for? There's no say to my brother like that. What's wrong with you?
Relax.
Hey, no, stop. No, stop. I ain't gonna do shit. What you gonna do, bitch ass nigga?
Here, you want to hold this?
Yeah. What you gonna do, bitch ass nigga? What you talking about?
Son, touch me.
Come here. What's the name? Crazy motherfucker. Weak as fuck, for real. Weak ass boy. You get mad. Relax. This bitch is in my
Get on your stomach. Get on your stomach. Get on your stomach and relax. Relax. Stay on your stomach. Relax. Stay on your stomach and relax. Stay on your stomach. Stay on your stomach and relax. Relax.
The cops moved in because the kids upset their feelings and insulted them. But if they can't take a little insult, they shouldn't even be cops in the first place. Here's another angle of the cop tackling kids.
Relax. Or you can go to jail. Come to the car. Come to the car. Relax. What did I do? Let go of him. Listen, you're under arrest. Come to my car before this gets way out of here.
What is he under arrest for?
What is he being detained for, my car? What is he being detained for? Is he going to read him his rights? Is he being detained for? What is he being detained for? Is that what you're telling him?
Relax.
Relax. What am I under arrest for?
Relax.
What? What am I under arrest for? What are you going to do?
Relax.
No, stop. No. What are you talking about?
You want to hold this?
Yeah, loose. What you gonna do, bitch ass nigga? Go, motherfucker. What are you talking about?
Phil, hold it. Hold that.
Come here.
Man, back up!
If a cop tells someone they're under arrest but doesn't have an answer for what the arrest is for, that tells you all you need to know. The 37-year-old man was charged with riot using weapons while intoxicated and disorderly conduct. The 17-year-old was charged with resisting arrest, obstructing official business, and disorderly conduct. They also arrested a 40-year-old woman on the charges of rioting. Age is no factor when it comes to police brutality. The last cops arrested a 17-year-old, and these next tyrants tased a 75-year-old out cold. On May 30th, 2021, 2 Idaho Springs police officers arrived at 75-year-old Michael Clark's apartment after his drunk neighbor called to complain about a disturbance. But when the officers confronted Michael, the shit hit the fan.
No.
Hey, I'm here. I'm Tim. This is Brittany. That was the neighbor right there. You're the ones that called. Wait. This is Brittany. She's the one that got hit. I live here. This is my friend Brittany.
There.
And then this is my neighbor that hit her. I wasn't even here. I was outside. Okay. She's on the phone to dispatcher.
Which one? Which? Okay.
This neighbor right here is what she said. Like I said, I wasn't in here. I literally just saw you.
Banged on the door, or through the wall. Bam, and I'm sleeping. Shut the fuck. And so I came out and was like, what's going on? He wasn't here. Dog wasn't here.
Okay, and then what's
And so I came out and I was like, what's going on? Right to the fucking mouth. He is an older man. I honestly don't know. When you get knocked the fuck, you don't really.
We just moved in here yesterday.
Okay. When did this happen?
20 minutes, 15. I called.
Not even.
Yeah, not even. I called I walked in the door and
He busted all of my shit. My nose, my mouth. all I want to do is like, hey, what was disturbing you? And he was like, shut the f up. Boom.
Was he white, black?
He's white.
Does he have hair?
Yeah.
Is he bald?
Gray hair?
Yeah, gray hair. He's an older guy. He's about this tall. And that guy lives right there in that room, and that's where the wall would go.
He was bang, bang, bang. That's what woke me up.
We just moved in here yesterday, but I saw him like last night.
Okay. The callers weren't making any real sense. One of them tells the officers that it's a noise complaint, while the other tells them that the man hit her. They were the suspicious ones, if you ask me.
I'm gonna put my dog in the bathroom, okay?
Okay.
What do you want? What the?
Put it down, motherfucker! Put it down! Put it down! Get on the ground down! Son of a bitch. Back up. Get out here right now! Get out here!
Get on the ground!
No. They hit that wall so hard, I thought they were going to come through the wall.
What you gonna?
Okay. Party's unconscious.
Put it down, motherfucker! Put it down! Put it down! Get on the ground down!
Son of a bitch.
Back up. Get out here right now! Get out here!
Get
on the ground!
No. They hit that wall so hard, I thought they were going to come through the wall.
What you gonna?
Okay. Party's unconscious. Taser deployed. Party came out with a machete.
Was this really necessary? The man looked so fragile they could have easily tackled him down. They didn't even stop to think that a taser could have given this senior a heart attack. Take a look at the other officer's POV as well.
I'm gonna put my dog in the bathroom, okay?
Okay.
What do you want?
What the f? Put that motherfucker
over there.
Put it down! Down! Put it down! Get out here!
On the ground down!
Back up. Get out here right now! Get out here!
Get
on the ground!
No. They hit that wall so hard, I thought they were going to come through the wall.
Put your gun away.
Okay. Party's unconscious.
Shit.
207 taser deployed. Party came out with a machete. Sir.
Stay with him.
I got him.
What's your first name?
Mike.
Mike? Okay. You're under arrest right now, okay? So you have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you in a court of law. You have the right to an attorney and have him or her present during any questioning.
Yeah, you can. If you cannot afford an attorney, one will be appointed to you by the courts.
What action is going to be taken over there?
Okay. Do you understand those rights?
I understand those rights.
Okay, those rights are continuing. You can exercise them at any time.
But officer, I was in there. They hit that wall so hard that I nearly got bounced out of bed. I mean, I don't know what's going on over there, but maybe that wall, I mean, it's like...
How much have you had to drink?
None.
None?
None.
You've had nothing to drink.
Nothing to drink. You can test me if you want. I'll submit to a test. But these people here, they're the ones that rattled my walls.
Sir. Okay, stay on your side. Stay on your side. Stay on your side. I'm police. I'm the police. Stay on your side.
They hit my walls.
I understand.
They hit my walls hard.
I understand, sir.
Aye.
Stay on your side. Stay on your side.
There must be a big party.
Okay.
Do you remember anything that happened?
I was laying there and heard a big bang on the wall, and it nearly moved my bed nearly a couple of feet, and then I pounded on the wall.
Okay.
I told him knock it off. And I was doing nothing except laying there sleeping.
Okay.
And
I'll go talk to her.
And they were banging to the wall. I mean, loud.
Are you okay?
They dragged the poor man out of his own apartment. First of all, cops can't even enter your property without a warrant, so what gave these officers the liberty to do so? Secondly, they beat the guy up so bad that he was bleeding from his face and head. No respect for the seniors.
She's been drinking.
Okay, I get that. And that part makes
It doesn't even matter. That's my own thing.
Right, yeah, no, that's not
When I have somebody banging on the wall and then punch me in my
right.
Because I asked him, am I being too loud?
That's why we're here. I'm here for you. We're here for you.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. What's your name again? What's your name again?
Brittany.
Brittany, my name's Ellie, okay? You're okay. You're okay. Alright? Are you okay? You're upset, I get that, but are you okay? No? What can I help you with? What can I help you with?
Are the cops really considering the testimony from a drunk girl?
You're clear. What did I do?
What's that?
What did I do?
Punch that girl.
Huh?
Punch that girl and then answer the door with a freaking machete, man.
No, that is absolutely false. I did nothing.
Should this look familiar?
I messed up on top there.
Just sit.
I did not come in anything.
Sit down.
Swing your legs up. Swing your legs up. Sir, swing your legs up. Feet, please. Go into restraints.
Okay.
He was not resisting at all. The machete the cop was so confidently showing off to him was the one he set back down when he realized that it was the police at the door. And staying on the topic of violent people, take a look at how this caller was behaving.
Like, he comes over here and he f***s with me one more time, I have a right to carry. You walk into my dwelling, you're done, fool. Done. And that's why he stayed over there and did his little peek over the little... I'm putting up barriers. I'm putting up... Like I told him, I don't want to see his face at all. It's disgusting. And if I were to put a word on it, I will tell you right now, that dude is a straight fucking pedophile. He's nasty. He's gnarly. He's nasty. He like literally peeks his head around and like, oh hey. And then you have the audacity to fucking hit me in my mouth. You fucking punched me right in my fucking face. But yeah, if I came at you like that, I would go to jail. Yeah, you got bond.
No. If you came at him like that, you'd be in trouble too. So.
Oh no, I serve a lot more than let me get a bond. He'll be out tomorrow. Me, on the other hand, if I fucking his fucking throat doing something like that to me, I'm a prisoner.
Well, slicing a throat's a little bit
absolutely.
So I'm not going to argue with you, all right?
Tomato.
I'm not arguing.
You hit a woman, you fucking done, dude.
So I'm here to
I did nothing to you except for like, why are you banging on my wall? Okay, I'm sorry. Why are you banging on my wall? Hey, why are you banging on my wall?
But that's not why I'm here, right? I'm not here to argue with you. I'm here just to give you some information on what happened, all right? And what's going to happen next. And I can give you information, and a packet of information, okay, on what your rights are, all right? Because you do have certain rights, all right?
For sure.
And keep you informed on what's going on, okay? That's what I'm here for, all right? I get you're upset. I mean, that's what happened wasn't right. I understand that totally. But that's why he's in trouble right now, okay? You're not.
I look at it as if that was my daughter. If that was your daughter, your daughter. And some man literally disturbed your phone as you're asleep, and then came as you cordially knocked on the door and was like, hey, what's going on? And right in the face.
And that's why he's gonna have charges.
She was literally giving death threats in front of the officers, and they did nothing. It's important to note that when the cops talked to her boyfriend, he told them that she was drunk. So why are the cops really taking a drunk girl's testimony seriously? The taser, however, didn't just sting, it ripped apart Michael Clark's life. Heart problems, a stroke, a burst appendix, neck surgery, all from a cop's trigger-happy finger. I mean, just look at the man. Clark's family filed a lawsuit, and the city settled it for $7 million. But the rest of this man's life was ruined. No amount of money could heal him. And that's all for today. Let me know in the comment section who you think were the scummiest cops. And if you like to watch crime content, then subscribe for more. Thanks for watching. And be sure to check this video out too.
I'm not doing nothing, bro. Can I know what you're doing this for?